Welcome to Impact, bringing you global developments likely to affect Sri Lanka. This week we cover China cuts key lending rates to stimulate economy, India to allow international trade in rupees, unrest in Bangladesh over high fuel prices, oil prices continue to trend lower. On Monday, China cut two key lending rates by 10 basis points to stimulate economic activity in the country. Strict COVID restrictions resulted in July retail sales growing only 2.7% from a year ago, missing analysts' forecast of 5%, and industrial output was down from June. Impact on Sri Lanka. While annual exports to China are only about $300 million, a greater impact would be on aid and investment from the country. Recently, Sri Lanka asked China to help with trade, investment and tourism, and for a $4 billion emergency aid package. India is to allow international trade in Indian rupees. According to India's Commerce Secretary B. Subramaniam, this is to see $8 to $9 billion of trade with Russia and Sri Lanka over the next 2 months. Impact on Sri Lanka. In 2021, Sri Lanka's imports from India were about $4.8 billion, around 22% share. With Sri Lanka struggling to find dollars, transacting in Indian rupees will ease trade. Unrest grew in Bangladesh as fuel prices were increased by over 50%. Inflation exceeding 9%, reserves declining, and the protracted Russia-Ukraine conflict is putting the economy under pressure. Impact on Sri Lanka. In August 2021, Bangladesh granted Sri Lanka a credit facility of $200 million. With Sri Lanka seeking further financial support from its neighbours, a precarious situation in Bangladesh may limit additional assistance. Oil prices continued to trend lower on weak economic data from China and fears of a global recession. WTI crude oil futures at $88 per barrel is at a level last seen in February. Impact on Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka's monthly fuel bill is now about $500 million, up from the average of $350 million. A decline in the global prices will help the country's current balance of payment crisis. And that's a wrap for this week. Join us next time as we update you of global developments impacting Sri Lanka.